Yeah, good evening, guys. This is our fifth day section, and today's our section is that about the robotics and how was the about the robotics and the humanoid robots, how it will be at. The humanoid robots mean that uh, what was the robot? It works like in a human, and how it goes with like a human being, what was the thinking process and how was the actuation process and the working principles all with goes like in a human being, that is called as the humanoid robot. And in that humanoid robot also there is a multiple sources, and according to the different application they have made in a different type of humanoid robots. And now we can see that the advanced humanoid robots is here, the robotics avatar and robotics ambassador, delivery robot, research humanoid robot, and digital humanoid robot, and robonoids, and educational boards, and collaborative humanoid robots. We have has a different type of classifications of robots. And if we want to go into study about a robot, firstly, what was the humanoid robot made with? The intelligence, and what was the human can think, and how the human can think, like that the humanoid robot also can think, and it works like the human. That is the humanoid robot. Now we are going to learn a different type of classification, and which companies has made that robots, and how it is going to work. Wait a second. Yeah, robotics avatar. Robotics avatar initially introduced by Toyota in 2017. The THR3 is a humanoid robot. Wait, yeah, humanoid robot that mechanism movement of it's a human operation. It was made by this was made by the Toyota, and this humanoid robot has made for the Toyota Olympics. And THR3. What was the model number of this humanoid robot? Is called as an THR3. This was the humanoid robot made for an Olympics for an Toyota, and this humanoid robot will works like in a how was the human actuation systems, and how the human can do the performance tasks. That task can be do by this humanoid robot, and this humanoid robot has a multiple access like the exact accuracy of a walking style. How was our humans can walk, that humans can in this here, that robot can walk like an exact human, exact accuracy it will start. Okay. And next here, robotic ambassador. In the robotic ambassador means that if we think that ambassador means it is in a person, he is in a top position and he can do anything else, that is called as a robotic ambassador. Here we can see that preface often a most recognizable fat face of humanoids is that of Sophia, a social humanoid developed by Hong Kong-based Hanson Robotics in 2020. Yeah, we all know that the Sophia has gotten um, the citizenship at the Arab countries in the 2020, and it is an anti-humanoid robot, anti-socialistic humanoid robot. And this version a robot has made by a Hanson robotic company, and it can think like in a human, it can give the conversion like in a human, and it makes the emotions, it has the feelings to feel that emotions. And here we can see that, guys, someone has on their mic. Can you please mute by yourself? Yeah. here we can see that the Sophia has an interactive eyes movement, and here we can see that whatever the eyes movement of here is that like in a just like in a human, how was the human eyes will be like that only the movement will be. And the more sensitive sensors we have kept over here, and here we are using in a most resoluting cameras for using giving a exact visionary. And when we go with the brain part, here there will be many neural connectivity systems, and there will be the PCB connectivity system. In this PCB connectivity there will be much more connections within a microcontrollers and as well as in a microprocessors to give the data feed and format from different positions and different objects. Like from the our hand, whatever the feeding data will be, that feeding data it goes to our brain and it will be stopped over there, and it gives the what can I say that yeah, exact movement for the particular hand. If we take in a hand, what was the hand movement and what was the hand giving that sensitivity, according to that sensitivity it can recognize, yeah, I have been captured the mouse and I have captured the some keyboard, and I have to type this something else, Sophia, I need to type the Sophia spelling, that it will be recognized. Yeah, we are giving in a pre-feeding data for this type of robots, and that pre-feeding data it will be recognized. And if simply we have to say it the in a real language, how was the child we are going to feed for child, yeah, you learn the ABCD, you learn the something else, you learn this spelling, and this is the spelling mistake and this is the right spelling. How we will feed for in a child? Like that the feeding data will be given to the robot. Yeah, you have to feed, you have to recognize these things in the correct way, you have to recognize these things in the wrong way. Like that the feeding data will be given to the robot, and according to that feeding data the robot is going to be recognize that feeding data, and it is going to be understand that yeah, what is right and what is wrong. According to that what is right and what is wrong, in the real time application it will be worked according to that. And here there is like if you use any computer, what was the data you are seeing output data at the monitor, but what was the data has been processing over there, CPU. And for this also it like in a CPU. And what was the feeding data, how was the feeding data has been given to the Sophia? In the chip technology, in like in chip technology means, yeah, I hope all has been seen the Robo movie. In that Robo movie there will be a one microchip, that microchip has inserted to the robot. That microchip can train the robot to do these things within a proper way and by the instructive ways. And this was the all the connectivity which will be connected within the servo motors and the links joint and the nerval connectivity, the gripper sensors, and as well as the camera modulation techniques, and each and everything has been connected to the centralized device. And this centralized device makes the instructions according to that. And if the brain informative things, whatever the facial recognition in the facial what can I say that the facial expressions has given to the opponent person, and opponent person whatever the talk has been given, according to that the similar to that it will works. It works like in a how yeah, Alexa, if we talk with an Alexa or else in a Siri, they gives us an answers, whatever we have asked they give us an answers. Like that the interactive section, the data processing modulations and the data mm, giving techniques has been implemented at the humanoid robot. And this is a delivery robot. It was announced at the Ford because the first customer to incorporate elegantly robotic digit into a flatter setting, and headless humanoid has nimble with the sensors, it has navigate states. Yeah, this was a robot that was which was made by the Ford, and to deliver the systems from one place to another place. The man can deliver the systems from one place to another place, no issue at all. But whatever the capability of a man, and what was um, the speed time coverage by the man, and if the robot can do the repetitive task, and the accuracy of a robot will be in the same mode until and unless the charge has been the discharged robot. But the robot gives the exact accuracy and exact strength, but the human can deliver from one place to another place. For the 5 minutes he can deliver at the which he can deliver within a 5 minutes, and the next after 1 hour he can deliver it in the 3 minutes, or else he can deliver it in the 8 minutes. We don't know why means the human didn't have any capability to do the repetitive task in a uh, particular way, and like in a the particular timing process. But the machineries and the robots has in a particular time. Yeah, I have to go from starting point to end point in this much time, again I have to return, and I have to move from here to there in that particular time only. Why means we are giving the feeding data for a robot, and it is going to be understand that feeding data. Yeah, I have to deliver in this time, I have to deliver in this time. It is going to be understand, and that understanding process will done, and it gives the exact accuracy for a person who was using for a delivery system. And but this was the robot, it can stand in the single foot and it can move on. And this was the delivery systems will be we are going to be developed at the Amazon also nowadays using, and the Walmart also has a plan to do this type of robots for the delivery process. One is drone delivery process, and as well as the physical delivery process like vehicles. And these vehicles they are using in the geolocation or else in a GPS locations for this type of robots. And according to that geolocation or GPS location, it is going to move from one place to the pinpoint location delivery places, and it delivers the object according to the prescriptions has given to the robot pre in training. According to that it will deliver, and it comes back to the original warehouse position. And here we can see that the research robots, when we go with a research robots, we can get that it is an innovative based robot. That innovative based robot is going to be help us for do something else. What is that something else mean? That in the mechanical engineering, what was the university has developed means Iranian University of Tehran have been working on the Surena robots. This was the robot name as a Surena, and the Iranian University has developed the research robot at since 2010. At the 2010, they have been developed the humanoid researcher robot to make the mechanical student to do the research in particular robot, and to make them impressions, and to make them person to show the interest in a physical task. Yeah, if you go within a books, reading and writing books, and if you go within a practical things, you'll show the interest or not. When you go with practical things, you will be getting somewhat interest. Yeah, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to show my talent in this particular process, and I have to make the robot like this, I have to do the robot in this methodology. On that time we are going to use this type of research robot for a different type of application and a different type of research task, for making this robot in a particular way and particular use case to the real world, how it will be used for a real world, and what was the working principle of this robot. That all the things we are going to try in this research robot. Research robot is nothing but that whatever the research and the development we are going to give for this robot, that is called as a research robot. Okay,
And again, next we go, yeah, in this research robot there will be an using of the locomotions. What do you mean with the locomotions? The locomotions, that the angle of a directions, angle of a movements, which will go with, we go with a kinematics, you will be getting the clear view about locomotions and the kinematics, dynamics. This all the things you will be getting the clear view over there. But the locomotions is that the angle rotations, that is called as locomotions. And the a capability means that the repetitive task it is going to be understand, and whatever the mistakes it has been done, it will won't done at the next time. How's the human being will do the wrong thing and he'll be understanding, yeah, it is in a wrong thing, and I do not do that repetitive task at the next time. Like that only here there will be an robot to make the repetitive task in a proper way, and it is going to be understand the data set. Yeah, I have to do this, I have to do this. It is going to be classifying there in the AI technology. It is going to be like different types in the classification, recognition, and understanding and capability, and the data manipulation and data transmission and the observation. These all the techniques there will be. And in this a, if you go with an AI, there will be a different classification like a reinforcement learning and the unsupervised learning, supervised learning. This all the things come under an AI. And according to the, if you go with a mathematical calculation, there will be one thing. And if you go with the physical calculation, there will be another methodology. And if you go with the theoretical and the recognition process, there will be another thing. Like that, the classifications will be variable, and um, uh, the robot will be thinking in the human like manner. And this was a robot has developed by that university to attract the students to career in the engineering field. To make their career in the engineering field, yeah, I have to be an engineer and need to be develop some. Uh, I mean that develop some robot for the real time use case. That's why they have developed this robot, research robot. And if we go with a digitalization of humanoid robots, the digital human being looks at like in a human, but are in a entirely virtual. If we go with the virtual nowadays, the virtual classes is going on and the virtual meetings is going on, and we didn't have any interaction like in a physical classes, and the physical interaction will be different and the virtual interaction will be different, entirely different. How we can get in the virtual meetings like in a physical interactions? These are the people that using the homographic techniques, and this was the technique digital humanoids. The digital humanoid makes that there will be in a one type of a device like a tablet or something else, and from that the light source will be coming up and giving the virtual reality. Like if you go with the training centers like in a gym, if you are can you do the gym at the online, how is the trainer is going to instruct you? You didn't, you cannot get the understanding of that, and that much accuracy it will not be that much. And that's why we are using in the digital humanoids. In the digital humanoids you are going to get the digitalization. How was the human in front of us will be stand like that, the reality of an image will be formed over there, and that a reality of an image can express the not only the voice, and as well as it can express the emotions, it can use the feelings and make us to do that certain task, and that certain task make us to give the effective method to do the work on that particular task. If you go within the uh, yoga things at the virtual, and if you go within a gym things at the virtual, if you go within the classroom teaching, yeah, in the classroom there will be a teacher and the student interaction, there will be a more. then only we can learn something else. Now also you can see that I'm just saying my voice is come, but the real interaction is not there between we two. But here, if we use the digitalization humanoids, there will be a real interaction. The person is going to be sit in front of you like in a human, and he's going to be teach you, and the expressions, whatever the expressions has been given by me, and how was the expression that he is going to be explain you, that expression is going to be uh, show you in front of you. Then the physical, you will be getting the physical interactive sections over there. And like Alexa and the Siri, and it cannot use like an Alexa and Siri the voice commands only. It can use the expression also. Here there is a that it can express the expression also. And if you go with the name some other task like not only yoga, gym, and the school teacher, if you go with the daughter and as well as patient interaction also. Nowadays at the corona time, the we need more suggestions from the daughters. We can go with the daughter suggestions, and at the if we talk at the phone, there will be another feeling. And if we do the virtual meetings also, it will be another feeling. But the daughter will be here and the patient will be there, and whatever the patient is going to explain the daughter uh, about their problems, the daughter can understand easily. Why means the physical interaction is entirely different from the virtual interaction. That's why the digital humanoids has been developed. And if you go with the robotic veterinarian, the robotic veterinarian, the Kimi is a food and beverage serving robot. If you go with the beverage means that bar. In our language, they call as a bar. In the foreign language, they call as a beverage. In the beverage serving robot, the developed by the Mako Robotics. Mako Robotics has been developed with the Kimi. And in Spain, what was the place it has developed? It's the Spain. And there is in a Kimi, and it has in a the closed area with the if we call as in the closed area in a particular robot, that we call as the working space of a robot. And this was the robot, and we are going to select what and this is the robot, and the menu bar over here we have to pay the money, and as well as the gives the selections. What was the selection, what was the item we needed, we have to select, and the robot is going to make that particular item, and it gives the final product to us. That was the robot that will be worked. And the beverages also, the robot can work like this. Which type of a menu we need it, according to that menu it is going to be work and make the efficient, and the to attract the customer. Why we have to use the robots only? To attract the customers. And if you go within a bars, there will be the persons who's going to be drink more and more in a particular time. And the I mean that the supplying system, it cannot give at a time. The person, one person cannot give at a time in for the repetitive persons, but the robots can do that repetitive task easily. That's why the robots are going to be used at the bus for the attractive purposes, and as well as for the serving purposes. And if you spend on a robot, it is in a one time investment. But if you go within a person, you have to pay for each and every month. And Kimi knows that unique, good at the pursuing bar, and can serve up to the 300 glasses per hour. Within a hour, it can serve the 300 glasses. The robot can serve the 300 glasses within a hour, but human can serve the 300 glasses within a hour. It's not possible. I mean, the interaction of a person to person is another thing, and whatever the delay seconds he is going to be take that particular product from one place to another place, is delivering time, and what was the is interactive based. that will be entirely different according to that. And if we go, it will be delivering of 300 glasses. The humanoid features 14 to 20 degrees of freedom, has smart sensors and user machine learning to provide on its skills. Mean that the machine learning and sensors, whatever the thing we are has been developed in this type of a robot, it can works in the degrees of 14 to 20 degrees. Previously we have discussed that the degrees of freedom, DOF, at the industrial thing, degrees of freedom. In that degrees of freedom, it can rotate the 14 to 20 degrees. Can rotate the 14 to 20 degrees. The angular rotations and the linear rotations. And next you are going to see that what was the rotations at the further classes. And now the rotations, and what was the rotation, cylindrical rotations and the rotary rotations. There will be different type of rotations. According to that rotations, it can rotate the 14 to 20 degrees. Use the 14 to 20 degrees and the 14 to 20 directions. And smart sensors we are going to be using this robot, yeah, it's fine for pick upping the glass or else to recognize what was the product and what, and understanding the gesture data. According to the gesture data, it is going to be give that particular product for a particular person. And here we have developed then machine learning to improve its skills. Yeah, in the previously we have studied about artificial intelligence, but here we are developing machine learning to understand the persons. Mean that if you go with a machine learning, what was the machine learning exactly? The machine learning is nothing but person. Yeah, machine learning is nothing but if there is an one particular, yeah, if you think that it is an object and this is right and this is wrong, the classification variance. Here we are going to be teach that, yeah, right, wrong, classification variance. Here we have given the classification variance and it is going to be recognized by the classification variance. And another more that while it is going to be work with this, here there is a person and here there is a person, and the whatever the delivery has to give for this person, at the first time the robot will go for here and by the mistakenly has been delivered here, and this person will replace that it is not my order, it's someone else. Yeah, mean that there the wrong has been happened, and again the robot will goes to the another person to deliver the particular object. And what about the first person? Next the delivery is going to be come and it is going to be asked that, yeah, this is in a particular delivery, and or else in there will be a tagline numbers. This is in a tagline number, is it this tagline number is yours or not? If not, okay, it goes for another person. And if the person says that he is also not already, his delivery has been done and his working process is going on, and that delivery, the robot will go for another person to deliver that, who is the person has been ordered that particular delivery. Like that the training sets, the trainer, there will be a testing and training. There in a 1 second, the if we give a feeding data, the 30,000 times it will be go on the testing, and the training will be goes on with 53,000 times. The testing and training process will be goes like this. Okay, now we got it, guys. This is all about the Bavarigic robot, and by using of mission learning technology. And when we go with the robotic actors, and we see that in the movies there has in it the robots are going to be used for acting purposes. Why means the whatever the expressions has been given by the robot, it will be the more naturally and more. Whatever the human can give the expressions, but in the sometimes the expressions can be missed at the some somewhere else. But if we say for a robot, whatever the expressions, it has to be given by the human, and where the facial expression or else the gesture expression, like a hands or legs, according to that expression it can give exact expressions. Why means the robot is not like a human. The robot is learning from a human. The presetting data, whatever the data we are going to give for a robot, that data is going to give us in a particular way. Here we can go with the robots. For the instance, their first humanoid, the well-known robot Tansen, is a robot actor that comes with a liberty of an impressions and greetings, songs and gestures. Yeah, here you can say that impressions. Whatever the impressions mean, that to be attract the opponent person. Who is the person at our opponent? The robot has to be attract that person. Yeah, that person has to be think that yeah, you are a human being and you're interacting like a human being. Yeah, you are the human being. You're going to be interact with me. Like that, he has to feel. That was the impressions he's going to be create the robot. And how was the expressions has been given by the robot, it will be quite similar to 99.5% quite similar to the human. And it makes the more impressions. And then after greetings, whatever the greetings, good morning or good evening or something else, hi, hello, whatever the greeting things is going to be you, and to make the opponent person to be interact you, it is going to be give the greetings also. And in that greeting there will be the obedient greeting, and there will be some according to the classification of the persons, the above the 45 and the below the 45, and how we have to give the greetings for them, and what was the useful things with that person. We can see the greetings will be given by the robot. And then the songs, the robot can sing the songs also. Whatever the data is, the testing and training data, you know that previously also in the many robots you have used the testing and training data. It is going to be proceed, and that proceeding data is going to be make into the particular task, like songs or else to do something task. It can sing the songs also by itself, or else whatever the data we are giving for that, if there isn't the similar movie, and that song has to be repeated by the robots, it can repeat it. But or else by itself it has to be sing, but also it can recognize in the nature thing, and what is going on, and what was the thing is happening over there, and according to that data set it is going to create one song also. And gestures, already I said you at the previously, the gestures mean that whatever the emotions, uh, not the emotions, gesture mean that the momentum, like in a hand movement, while we are going to explain whatever the hand movement and whatever the body movement we are going to give, and what was the person to make them in a particular way. To if we are going to make the person to give the shake hand on that time, the robot is going to give the shake hand on that particular topic, and the robot has to show that yeah, here is there is there the particular thing. Yeah, the robot can explain that yeah, here is there a particular thing, and here is the particular thing. It is going to be a show with that hand directions, or else their uh, eye movements, or else a lip movement, whatever the movements that is going to be show, that is called as gestures. Now we go with robonotes, and several countries have been worked on a humanoid for space exploration. Yeah, yesterday when we go with few robots, they you learn about why we have to send the robots for in a space at the space exploration robots you have learned. And now we are going to study that why we have to use the space exploration humanoid robots. Why we have to use this robot mean that when the person has go within a mass, he is facing with the troubling of that the weight decreasing and the momentum to be given at the mass. The human cannot walk at the mass, but robot can do. How? The robot has a capability to do that certain tasks in a particular way. And if the person has gone to the Mars and he cannot leave his space shuttle, and he can go much more far from that space shuttle, but robot can move, and robot can go anywhere, and robot can do anything. The research can do by the robot, but the person, if we go over there, there will be a certain time period and the certain limitations he has to do it. But robot can do anything. The robot didn't have any limitations or something else. And when we go within in the December 2020, the robot is scheduled to be contented microgravity experimental to help prepare for future crewed mission. There is the NASA is going to be prepare this type of a robot for a future crewed mission at the Mars, and they are going to be a test in the zero gravity or final experimental demonstration. Object research was a Russian remotely controlled humanoid that flew the International Space Station ISS in 2019. Were similar to repairs that during the spacewalk. Yeah, they have done any repairs at the down only, yeah, while doing the spacewalk. How was the robot is going to walk at the space, and how was the walking movement it will be, how much distance it can travel, how it can travel, and how is the signal distribution can done by that robot for us. And the NASA and few countries are also planning to make the to build the one city at the space at the Mars. For that missions, the robots, this type of humanoid robots will use much. Why means the humanoid robots didn't have any limitations to do that this all, and the robots can do anything by in a short time of a period, according to the human. The human want to do means he need something, the particular I mean that the particular resources, and the particular resources also he has any limitations to catch this. But robot didn't have any limitations. It can do the any type of a task according to that application. That's why we are going to use the humanoid robots for the space explorations also. And here educational boards. If we go with the educational boards have isn't it, one educational integrated development IDE environment. Mean that whatever the data training, yeah, whatever the training I am going to give you at right now, that training is going to give by the robot, and that robot makes you to train in a particular subject uh, and a more interactive way. How was if the lecturer will say that he can study at the book and he can say, but the robot, if you go with a robot, it is connected with a server, and it is connected with a global connectivity. The global, whatever the real time working principles is going on, according to that working principles, the robot is going to be explain you. This is all about the robot, educational robot. And and retail and even as an NA. This is an there will be for the how was the data it will come for the robot, how was, and this is in a paper robot, and how was the data will come for this robot, we can think that
we have any that question on our mind. Yeah, here the data how it come mean that the robot is going to be interconnected within the smart devices, and here you can see that guys, and there is a smart device, and this robot has been connected within a lapid the processor. Whatever the net connectivity will be, that net connectivity, the robot is going to be take the process from that net, and it is going to be teach us what is the real time principles is going on. According to that real time principles, we can get the particular things. That is all about the educational robots. And here we can come to the collaborative humanoid robots. When we go within the collaborative humanoid robots, workers by an UB Tech Robotics, on the other hand, is in a design to collaborate with the humans in their homes with 7 degrees of freedom. Manipulative and humanized was developed by the performing of a whole task and smart home control. Yeah, collaborative robots means whatever the person is going to do, that person, whatever the person can do the task, that task can be done by the robot, and it is going to be give the assistance for the person. Yeah, here you can see that the whatever the structure is, that structure has been taken going within the the robot is going to give the assistance for the particular person for giving the human assistance. If we didn't have any human, we can use the robot for that particular assistance. And here also the collaborative robot, which is distributing the particular object for a person. And here also we can see that the collaborative robot which will be working with a human, that the particular angle movement and the particular angle direction, and this robot it makes the person to be a more interactive and the expressive, and it do the it gives the assist, not only the assistancy, it gives the serving for the humans from anywhere else, like bringing the some particular things like water, and bringing something else, whatever the requirement of a task at the our home or else our offices, that task will be done by this type of robots. Yeah, this is all about today guys. Thank you so much.